event. Let's find out more on what the future may hold politically and financially with Tai Hui. He's regional head of Standard Chartered, and he joins us now live from Singapore. Thanks so much for joining us. So, previously, over the past few weeks, foreign investors haven't really been put off. People haven't been put off of Thai assets, but suddenly everything's changed.
Absolutely. I think if you look at the net purchase of equities in Thailand, throughout the protests up until the point of the state of emergency was declared, you've seen a net purchase by foreign investors. And of course, yesterday we've had a very significant down day in the equity market. I think that's very much to do with the fact that we've had an escalation in the protest and state of emergency was declared.
So is the situation very unstable? I mean, why is this so much worse? We have seen this before.
Well, I think you're right. I think we have seen this before, and I think it's very much a market reaction that, this is a one event which sort of changed the market sentiment for the time being, and to some extent maybe take some profit. After all, we have seen risk aversion in many markets, not just in Asia, but around the world, on the back of Greece, on the back of some of the comments that came up from Indonesia yesterday. So all of this, I think, is part of the market sentiment globally, not just within Thailand. But of course, the reality is that as we approach the Songkran festival next week in Thailand, we could actually see the protests dampening local consumer sentiment. So far, we've seen most of the economic impact being on the tourism industry. But if these rally extend into next week, into the festive season of Songkran, then we may actually see some material impact on local consumption as well.
What's your advice to investors who hold Thai stocks?
Well, I think if you look at the local markets, obviously there are plenty of suggestions of attractive valuation. But the reality is that the local political scenario remains highly uncertain at this point in time. There's a lot of demand for the Prime Minister to step down and hold a snap election. However, the Prime Minister is trying to hold on for as long as he can in order to get through some constitutional reform. So I think the next 2 weeks is going to be critical in terms of the longevity of this administration, whether it can get through the summer. So in that sense, I think the political uncertainty remains very high at this point in time.
Very quickly, how do you think this is all going to play out? Will he survive?
Well, I think, we will see an election before the end of the year. That's what the Prime Minister has pledged, at least with the protesters. And, it depends on whether he can capture the hearts and minds of the rural inhabitants in Thailand.